Hey guys, it's been a while since I've been on here, so I just wanted to get up on here and tell you guys a little bit of what's going on. Well, as of recently, I left R2D2 and currently back on the street in front of City Hall, doing things I usually do. Sorry for not being there and doing more videos while I've been at R2D2. I had a lot of overwhelming things to address and a lot of things I had to handle while being with R2D2. Thus I neglected UCARE a little bit, and I apologize to all my fans. So the move to Utah is coming up. I'm actually leaving Portland, Oregon, and moving to Utah to start the new UCARE chapter in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be interesting. Kind of stoked. I got a place to go, so I don't have to worry about roof over my head. And so that's going to be nice, being able to be indoors and actually be able to get a job, because the job market out there is a lot better. Also, Utah has reduced its homelessness by 80-something% due to the fact that they're giving the homeless housing through their new program at Home Forward. I'm going to get more details and investigate more of that and try to be more involved with the city and city council meetings and etc. Try to get some more ideas on what to present if I ever come back, or when I come back, because I'm sure I'm going to come back to visit to Portland, Oregon. So I'll get more ideas and be able to present them better to City Hall, and so that they are made aware of how they did it out there, and maybe they can implement some of the ideas that I put forth. It's very unlikely that they'll listen to me, but at least I'll give it a try. If I can show them that it's possible, maybe they'll actually take a look into it. Utah has got a great example of how to help the homeless instead of making a police state action or progressive action of violence and poverty. I call it prisoners of poverty. We need a flag too, you know what I mean? Like the MIA, missing in action. I think prisoners of poverty need their own flag as well, because people in poverty are being treated like the prisoners and like they're criminals just off the streets. Some are drug addicts, yeah, but guess what? Not all of them are, and the majority of them actually are either mentally ill or have some form of reason why they're actually out on the streets, and would rather be indoors and off the streets and be able to be a productive member of society. And some of them are just incapable of caring for themselves, in which people fail to realize, and especially that today's police force fails to acknowledge that they're undertrained and underdeveloped in ways of dealing with the mentally ill. Nowadays are just killing people that are actually mentally ill and shooting people that are suicidal, which is stupid because they're just helping out with their suicide. A reason or excuse that they were a harm to themselves is not a reason or excuse to shoot or harm somebody, because you're supposed to be there to help them and make sure that they don't get hurt. Instead, the police nowadays are actually shooting people that are actually wanting to commit suicide and are trying to harm themselves and are no threat to anybody else but themselves. This militarized police force nowadays is a sad face of America. Why we have to have such a police force that is militarized and turn into a war against the people that it's supposed to be protecting. I don't understand, but so hopefully I'll get back to Utah. Hopefully I'll be able to get involved in some good groups there and get some good actions going on out there. I'm going to start doing the filming out there for filming the police and so forth for paparazzi, and trying to get them used to being filmed, as well as Portland is getting used to being filmed. We've got a good force out here in Portland, but now Salt Lake City is needing a better force of people who are willing to film the police and stand up for their rights. I don't see many films coming out of Utah, so I will be one of the very first to actually be on the ground doing so. I hope, and if not, then I hope to meet those people that are already doing such an act. I'm going to be more involved as days come. I only have about 15 or so days left here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm going to make the best of them and just, well, first off, stay out of trouble, but still do what I need to do in order to make sure that peace is maintained and so forth, and that people or police officers are held accountable on any actions that they hold against the homeless, especially that of criminalizing homelessness and poverty. All right, guys. Well, much love and thank you for watching. All right.